My girlfriend told me it was just a phase and that she'd calm down when she was done having fun. So, I stepped back completely and watched her fall apart without me. I, 28M, had been dating a girl named Madison, 24F, for 2.5 years. I met her through a friend's girlfriend at a rooftop party downtown. She was one of those people who could walk into a room and effortlessly capture all the attention, very outgoing, always eager to do something new. The complete opposite of my relaxed, quiet style. The first year was genuinely good. She pulled me out of my comfort zone, dragged me to concerts I never would have gone to, made me try sushi, which I still detest, by the way, and even convinced me to take yoga classes. Yes, I was that guy doing strange poses at 6 a.m. alongside a group of moms in activewear. No judgment, please. My dad, Frank, got a huge kick out of it. Yoga? Seriously? What's next? Detox juices. He's been my best friend ever since Mom passed away when I was 12. He raised me on his own and taught me the plumbing trade. He never remarried, saying that one woman trying to change him in one lifetime was more than enough. He has this gift for saying exactly what everyone else is thinking, but nobody dares to say out loud. But starting in the second year, something began to shift. Madison would be gone for entire weekends on supposed trips with friends that seemed to multiply like rabbits. She started following festival influencers on social media and talked constantly about some incredible party in Las Vegas or an alternative event in Miami. She surrounded herself with people who had that live your best life energy, the kind who were always posting stories with motivational quotes over sunsets. The ringleader of the group was her friend Haley, a sort of devil on Madison's shoulder, but without any subtlety. She was 26 with a marketing job that was far too vague to justify her constant trips to every major festival on the West Coast. She always found a way to slip comments into conversation like, "Madison, you're too young to be tied down in a relationship. You should be enjoying your 20s. When my dad met Haley at a barbecue, it didn't take long for him to tell me, that one's trouble. She's got a vacant stare and the personality of a self-help poster. He wasn't wrong. Haley was constantly texting her suggestions for parties, getaways, supposedly unmissable opportunities. Every time those messages came through, our plans would fall apart. A dinner date would turn into Haley found an epic party in a warehouse or Haley's friend knows a promoter who can get us into an exclusive event. The moment everything blew up was a few months ago on a random Thursday. We were having a stir-fry that I had made. Yes, I cook. Judge me if you want. I asked her if she wanted to go with me to my friend Matt's wedding in October. It's going to be great, open bar, good music. He's been planning it for months, she laughed. Not a flirty laugh, but a full-on cackle as if I'd asked her to help me move a fridge. October? That's 5 months from now. Who knows where we'll be then? I put down my fork. What do you mean where we'll be? She took a sip of this $5 organic wine she had insisted on buying and looked at me as if I were slow to understand. Jack, let's be honest. This is fun, yes, but I'm not ready for anything serious yet. I'm 24. I want to travel, meet people, have experiences. I don't want to be tied down with weddings and couple stuff. So, what am I to you? And here comes the best part, she actually had to think about it. Another sip of wine, as if she were considering a diplomatic proposal. You're comfortable, safe, like a security blanket. You're the type of person I'll come back to when I'm ready for all that. But for now, you're just a phase while I figure out what I want. A phase. I felt like I was in one of those movie scenes where everything suddenly goes silent. A phase. Don't take it the wrong way, she said. It's not personal. It's just that I haven't gotten tired of having fun yet. When I'm 28 or 29, I'll have calmed down and then I'll be ready for the serious stuff, marriage, kids, that whole boring routine. And you think I'm just going to wait around? She shrugged as if we were discussing what show to watch that night. Why wouldn't you? We're good together. I just need to get this party stage out of my system. You'll still be here with your stable job, making good money, being the reliable guy. That's your thing. I was literally a placeholder in her story, something she planned to return to after she'd gone through all her fun chapters. All right, I said. Good to know where I stand. Don't be dramatic. I'm being honest. Most people would lie to you and keep you hanging on. At least I'm telling you the truth. You're right. I appreciate the honesty. She smiled as if she'd just signed a peace treaty, then went back to scrolling through Instagram, looking at photos of some influencer's vacation in Bali. See, this is why I like you. You're mature. That night, I made a decision. First, I called my dad. What now? He said. His voice was dry, and when dad gets like that, it's a bad sign. He doesn't yell, he gets cold and calculating. I'm just a phase, I told him. A temporary stand-in until she's ready for something real. Congratulations, he replied. You've just been given the best possible information. Some people take years to figure that out. You learned it in a single conversation. What do you mean? She told you exactly who she is and what you mean to her. Believe her and act accordingly. So I acted. No drama, no arguments, no begging, just cold, practical adjustments. The change began that very weekend. She wanted to go to an underground party Haley had discovered. Come on, it's going to be amazing. The DJ is next level. No, thanks. You have fun. She was surprised but seemed relieved. More freedom to do whatever she wanted. I was starting to think you were getting intense. What she didn't know was that I was using those weekends for something else. First, I stopped investing in the relationship, not for revenge, just logic. I stopped stocking her fridge. Why fill someone's kitchen if I'm just a temporary guest? I stopped hanging out with her party friends. Why make connections with people who would soon be out of my life? She didn't notice anything at first. She was too busy living her best life with Haley as her cheerleader. Every weekend was a different adventure, pool parties, festivals, spontaneous trips to Austin or Nashville. Her Instagram looked like a catalog of rooftop bars and photos of her dancing in places I didn't even recognize. Meanwhile, I was quietly rebuilding my life. I signed up for that carpentry course I'd been putting off for years. I discovered I'm pretty good with a table saw. I joined a hiking group on Saturday mornings right when she was sleeping off her wild Friday nights. I started volunteering at a community center teaching basic coding to kids. But most importantly, I started looking for a house. I had been saving for years for my plumbing jobs, always waiting for the right moment or for us to be ready. Well, if there was no us, why keep waiting? I found a property in a quiet suburb that I loved, an old house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a huge backyard. It needed serious work, but it had incredible bones, built in 1954, original hardwood floors, a mid-century modern fireplace, a kitchen straight out of the 70s, a bathroom with avocado green tiles. But I could see the potential. During the inspection, I discovered something unexpected. The original copper pipes were in better shape than many modern installations I'd seen. The only thing that required a complete overhaul was the electrical panel. The rest was ready for me to build a new life, without her. The structure of that house hadn't moved an inch in over 70 years. I went to check it out with my dad. He walked around for about 10 minutes, inspected the foundation, checked the electrical panel, and tested the water pressure. The roof is solid, the foundation is perfect. The electrical needs some work, but nothing major. You'd be a fool not to buy it, he said, convinced. You think I can handle all the renovations? I asked him. I've been teaching you this stuff since you were 8. Besides, I'm not dead yet. I can still swing a hammer. The previous owners were an elderly couple who had lived there for 40 years. They hadn't changed a thing, but they had kept it immaculate. They even left the workshop in the garage with an antique workbench and tools from the 1950s. Dad nearly had a heart attack when he saw it. These tools are worth more than your down payment. I made an offer without saying a word to Madison. She was at Coachella with Haley, posting stories of herself covered in glitter, dancing to DJs I'd never heard of. Just as I got the text that my offer was accepted, she sent me a video of a giant cactus art installation. Miss you, babe. This is amazing. Can't wait to tell you everything. Have fun, I replied and went back to reviewing the inspection report with my dad. So, when are you going to tell the party princess about the house? He asked. What for? She's not going to live there. That's my boy, he said, smiling.